Section 60 started making waves in the Australian hip-hop scene around 2019, bursting through the gates with their track AVTV Freestyle, which now has over 10 million views on all platforms. They've never done any official interviews, so here's a little history about their lives and careers so far. Section 60 is a group hailing from St Mary's in the Greater Western District of Sydney. Their postcode in the area is 2760, which is where they got their name, Section 60. They're also very close with Mount Druitt's 14, who have shouted out Section 60 in numerous interviews. Mount Druitt is only a suburb away in Greater Western Sydney, so both groups they basically grew up together. And it's also known that Sally from 14 would record with them back in the day before they all blew up.
The group is made up of two current rappers, Nam60 and Twista.
Originally, CJ7side was a member, but it's alleged that he left the group because he was leaking tracks, but I see no bad blood between them. Hopefully they can all link up back one day. He only appeared in their first track, AATV Freestyle, and a few of their leaked songs.
Their music has a storytelling edge to it and based on personal life experiences, with both members approaching each track differently.
Since they first blessed us with their AVTV Freestyle in 2019, they waited another 6 months before dropping their track, No Way, which has more of a melodic style to it. The track did not feature CJ7side, who was a fan favourite at the time, and it had everyone speculating as to why he wasn't on it, but as I said before, he allegedly somehow was involved in leaking their tracks, and they've never appeared on a track together since, but I really hope it can change one day. Then, in July 2020, they dropped their track Jump Out Gang, which has a lot of subliminal diss tracks aimed at the Inner West, which is an ongoing beef that the Greater West kids have been involved in for years. In early 2021, Nam60 dropped a solo track, but still under the Section 60 label. The track was called No Questions and featured a cold verse from Sally14. It was good to hear a fresh Sally verse for all those diehard fans like myself who are patiently waiting for him to be released from prison. In the hook of this track, Nams also throws a small diss at Lissy and most other Brisbane rappers, where he says, "Ain't no one-on-one, this ain't Brizzy." I found this diss to be quite clever and competitive without it becoming violent. I think the scene needs more of this. As for now, the last handful of Section 60 tracks have just had Nam60 featuring on them and not Twista. I'm not quite sure of this reason. I don't seem to think there's any bad blood. Hopefully Twista is just occupied with other things in his life. Nams dropped tracks like Make It Dip, Whoever, and a personal favourite, Lifestyle. He also featured on an explosive drill track with Mount Druitt's Young Six called Spin It. He then features on No Money Enterprises' heartfelt track Troublesome, which now has over 2 million plays just on Spotify. The track has an extremely well written hook, and in Nams' verse he talks about the raw and honest reality of what his lifestyle was like growing up in St Mary's. Nams currently drops around every 6 months, and he's definitely holding down the Section 60 crew's name to extremely high standards. He's happy to explore his sound and work with different artists from around the country, which is something I respect. For now, I can safely say I speak for all fans and hope Twista, Nams and even CG can all get back together on a track one day and deliver us another classic. But the main aim of this video is to give Section 60 their flowers while they're still active for helping put eyes from other countries on the Australian hip hop scene, and truly hope they continue to expand their sound and fan base. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it as much as possible and tell a friend about my videos. Thanks for watching.